Squadkast TV in the building. You already know what's going down, huh? It's Sunday. I hope you got that notification. I hope you hit that subscribe button and like the channel. I see we already in the building. 100 grand in the building, huh? AJ in the building. What up, though, huh? Hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. All the supporters, all the subscribers from all the day ones. You hear me? Shout out to all the countries that's rocking with us, okay? Shout out to all the mods. Will, Crown Vic, Double V, Iowa Block Radio, the whole family. Shout out to my bro Springz. He's still in Philly. He's in New York. He's in New York. He's in Philly. He's out here looking like Where's Waldo at the NCAA college wrestling championships. Shout out to Springz doing this thing. Shout out to Springz doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that brother. He definitely needed a vacation. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely enjoying himself. You know what I'm saying? He simply posted a picture on a video on Facebook and him running the stairs with the Rocky sign and all that up in Philly. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely in New York right now at Times Square and all that, doing his tourist thing, having a good time. Shout out to Springz. Keep doing your thing, Brody. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us on Facebook as well. You already know we're doing a simulcast when we do the Facebook and the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Definitely trying to get the number. Hey, subscribers is going up, huh? Over 1,200. I see you. Roll the 1,500 on the way. Okay? Roll the 1,500 on the way. All right? A lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The culture keeps giving us, you know what I'm saying, things to talk about. And here at Squadkast TV, you know, we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly and all that. But for the most part, we only really address the ugly when it's time to. Jazz the Rapper is not time to. But if you want to, just go to the channel. We got all the videos, the Easy to Block Captain spaces when he, you know what I'm saying, him and Swamp had a conversation, and then Prezi and Capo Bravado. It got crazy up in there. It got crazy up in there. Make sure you hit the channel for that. Make sure you hit the channel for A-Verb. You know what I'm saying? Him and Geechee, they've been going at it. You know what I'm saying? No Diddler. You know, Whack 100 got involved. A-Dep and all. You know, that crazy shit. Hit the channel for that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the channel for that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying, we on our breakdown prediction type ish. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, huh? With that being said, shout out to Easy to Block Captain, huh? Grim Reaper in the building. What's good, gang? Huh? Shout out to the 18 people that's watching on YouTube. I definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure to the like button, subscribe to the channel on your way in. You're rocking one of the best. My bro Springz TV ain't here, but we holding them down. The Trenches presents Pray for My Enemies. Pray for My Enemies. That is the card. It is going down May 4th in Philly. So if you're in Philly, you know what I'm saying? If you're in Philly, you definitely can be in the building, all right? As of right now, the flyer does not have anything about a pay-per-view or nothing like that, you know, as far as I can see right now. But I'm pretty sure there will be some kind of pay-per-view or live stream for us to be able to see this event, okay? A lot of dope battles, man. And I'm interested to hear y'all thoughts on these battles too. I'm definitely interested to hear what the chat has to say about some of these battles, okay? We're going to start from the top, huh? Work our way down, no diddler. Easy to Block Captain, huh? Versus Swamp. It's about time. It is about time, okay? They've been going at it, talking crazy. The boss, Swamp's manager, getting involved, talking about she don't rock with Eazy and all that. And you know, for a minute, I'm gonna keep it $1. I didn't know if this battle was gonna happen. It was looking mad bleak. I don't know, but I'm glad it's happening now. My thing is this: you got Easy to Block Captain coming off a loss to Shotgun Suge, you know what I'm saying? And you got Swamp, who's basically, you might as well say, came off a loss versus Coffee. That battle was ass. That battle was terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know what Swamp is going to bring to the table as far as versus Eazy the Block Captain. And hopefully, Eazy the Block Captain can finally do something to counteract this Remy shit that he know he's gonna walk into. Like, no matter what the angle is, how old the angle is, the angle's gonna get brought up regardless. No matter how many times. Look at Tay Rock with the transmission angle, right? Look how they still bring up Geechee Gotti with the tree. What? Oh, okay. Okay. The Murda Mook allegedly getting by math, huh? If Briz was to come back, he would have to deal with the angle of the Mook punch and the whole fight and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look. I think that Eazy, I don't necessarily believe in counter writing, but I think that you should just go ahead and just do something to where you could put this shit to bed, and then we could just move on from that. You know what I'm saying? I know you tried it with Suge with the whole Remy, do you love me? And she said, yeah, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but you got to do more. You got to do. And Swamp, Jesus fucking Christ, you have been terrible, sir. You have not been good. You are average at best. I don't like when you first came around. Even then, I couldn't really see what everybody else was seeing. All you gave us was country grammar and real talk. That is it. That is it. K-Town in the building. What's good, gang? What's good, gang? Day one's in the building. You already know. Shout out to my cousin Brandon watching on Facebook. I see you. And condolences too, bro. Like, I just seen, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to get into all that, but condolences to you. It seemed like everybody dealing with a whole bunch of shit, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Condolences to Springz. His grandmother passed away. He told me this yesterday. So I'm glad when I see my cousin Brandon, that actually made me remember. So make sure y'all shout out Springz, you know what I'm saying? And big condolences to him. He found out about his grandmother passing while he's been out of town. So you know how difficult that shit can be when you out of town trying to have a good time, but then you get that type of news with your family and stuff like that. So condolences to Springz, bro. We definitely got you in the family in your prayers and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know you, my bro. I love you. Me and you talk almost every day. So, you know, so I'm here for you. And bro, same to you, cuz on Facebook, Brandon. Same to you, bro. Like, I know what you're dealing with is tough, bro. I love you too, cuz. Yeah, Eazy the Block Captain and Swamp. Swamp, you've been ass. Like, Swamp, you've been ass, and Eazy, you got hey, thank you, cuz. And thank you, 100 grand. I definitely appreciate both of y'all, for real. It's been a lot of crazy shit, man. Swamp been ass though. Like, Swamp, you been ass, and Eazy the Block Captain, you got some redeeming to do to keep it $1. And this battle has been brewing for like some couple years now, about a couple years now. A couple years now. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, the way Swamp has been performing, it's not really like a must-see for me no more. Keep it $1. It's not a must-see for me anymore. They both coming off bad losses. Now, I will say that Eazy the Block Captain gave a better performance in his loss versus Shotgun Suge than what Swamp gave us versus Coffee, huh? Huh? Am I lying? Somebody tell me what I'm lying. Swamp has been looking. Look. Give me 3 reasons why they think Swamp might win this battle. It seems like Swamp will be up and down, inconsistent. That's a fact. He'll give you one good battle, and the next battle won't be. He won't do good. That is a fact. Love my family. That is a fact. Like that's a great observation. That's a great observation. Not as factual. Hey, I'm just saying. Like, cuz my cousin Dion said I would have liked to see Eazy next battle on neutral grounds. Nah, you knew that wasn't gonna happen. He just battled in Jersey and got his ass kicked. So you know he's taking a home game. You know he's taking a home game. He ain't battling. Nuh-uh. No. You already know that. He got his ass kicked in Jersey. He's like, okay, nah. And he was telling the people, oh, I didn't think they was gonna be biased or nothing like that. Nah. They went for everything Suge said. And granted, Suge deserved reaction, but not all that shit was fire like that. We got to keep it $1. That's a fact. He got to take a home game, 100 grand. He got to. That's the only, Dre Majesty in the building. Shout out to the trenches. Dre Majesty in the building. Hey, I like that talk you and Prezi had up in the spaces, huh? Y'all had a good. And I'm picking you to win that battle too, Dre. I think you fire. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, we need to connect or some shit like that. Maybe get an interview or something like that. We already had Tex up here last year. You know what I'm saying? We had C3 up here. We had J Murda up here. We had Godiva up here. We had Nex up here. We had Riggz up here. You know what I'm saying? So it would only be right, you know what I'm saying, to see if we can get Dre Majesty up here. That's a fact. I got Dre 2-1 clean. That's a fact. Like Prezi and all that yelling shit, man. We gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. Love my family folks say, but the messed up part is he only goes hard. And when a body, okay, hold on. Have a grudge like Verb or maybe. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I see what you're saying if you're trying to base it off the work, but I wouldn't say that. Dre 30, Dre, man, hey, I appreciate you, gang, for the donation. Dead ass, bro. For real. I appreciate you, King, because you didn't have to do that, and you definitely didn't have to pop up in the building. But you definitely would like to what's the best way to get in contact with you? On Facebook, Twitter, something like that? You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you, bro. I can definitely connect with you and we can try to figure something out. But I definitely appreciate you tuning in, gang. I got Eazy 2-1, maybe a 30, depending on what type of I don't want it to sound funny, like what type of mood like Eazy in, like if he really want to kick Swamp's ass, because like you know the difference when somebody's going hard and when they ain't, bro. Like when they really want to kick somebody's ass and when they just battling, man. Like it's way different. You know what I'm saying? It's way different. Dead ass. But I'm rolling with Eazy 2-1. It could be a gentleman's 30. I think Swamp, he might be able to win a round, but he has to definitely level the fuck up, okay, compared to his last couple bodies of work that he's given us, okay? Because what we seen over these last couple Johns ain't been good. And you got John coming up too. We ain't forgot about that. And I think you got Jay Moore coming up too. We ain't forgot about that. So, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, language. Oh, excuse me, Samantha. I apologize. You must not be familiar with the channel. We are free to express ourselves however we want to. I usually don't drop a lot of F-bombs like that, but when I do, I'm very passionate about it, respectfully. But thank you for tuning in. Real talk. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Rosenberg Raw versus Tru Foe, the blogger, as Chilla Jones called Rosenberg Raw, huh? Oh, thank you for the sub. Samantha with the sub. Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate me and my bro Springz definitely appreciate you. For the family definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Rosenberg Raw versus Tru Foe. Rosenberg Raw, aka the blogger. Hold on. Okay. First time. Okay, my bad. The name, I guess I shouldn't have assumed. So that's my bad. Thank you for clarifying. Samantha's a guy. For anybody that's in the chat, when y'all say what's up or whatever, and how y'all, when y'all address, that is a guy. Oh, okay. Okay. Bet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Quick question though, Cuzzo. But if you were Eazy, would you have booked Swamp and Danny? Now, Danny was in the spaces that I got that we got on the channel, and he's talking about how, you know what I'm saying, he's committed and he owes Eazy one and all this, because we've seen what happened the last time when Eazy tried to book these guys with the first, I think it was his very first Trenches card. Matter of fact, yeah, all of them. Swamp, Froze, Tru Foe, like all these guys were Danny, they were all on that card, and then they all start falling off one by one. What? And it's the bad thing for Swamp was when he did it, we didn't even see him for a while. We didn't see his Swamp ass for a minute. Danny, so quote unquote, was talking about he was in a lucrative position. All we seen him was on was it Double Impact or so whatever it was, Gnome Impact, whatever it was, with him and Hustle in the 2-on-2, and he was assing that. Hustle was carrying the team. Shout out EFB. So, like, now that my cousin said that, like, that is a great question, because we don't know what URL might, you know what I'm saying, like, do, because some of these guys are URL artists. Like Swamp is a URL artist. Like Tru Foe still has affiliations with URL. Like Rosenberg Raw, I'm not really like, I think that situation was just an issue with him and Eazy, but you know what I'm saying, that is crazy. That is crazy. Hold on, it's a lot going on with the chat. It's a lot going on with the chat. Froze because he's gonna angle. Yeah, I heard that, but I'm asking because of the way it backed out. If it was me, I would say that and I knew that's where you was going, cuz, and that's what I'm saying too. Is like now that you mentioned this, and it's damn near all those battlers all over again, bro. Eazy better have a backup plan if some of these guys, the quote unquote, all of a sudden they can't do the battle. Dead ass. Bro, Eazy the Block Captain's first card that he put together for the Trenches, he had Danny Myers, Tru Foe. He had a bunch of these URL artists on the card. And then one by one, they started to say they can't do the battle. They can't do the battle because they got that call from URL, and URL and Eazy the Block Captain don't vibe. You know what I'm saying? They at war. So that's why all this is important. Now, Eazy rebooked the backouts for, that's a fact. They probably got paid. Well, Tru Foe already said that Eazy tried to offer him like 25 or 3 or 4,000 or some shit like that. It was crazy. Danny Myers is nice. He's got to stop taking so many battles. We talking about battle rap. We talking about battle rap. This is what this channel is about. Battle rap. Wow, that is crazy. He booked all them, and not to mention too. But hold up. Not only did he do that, he actually grabbed 2 battles that was on the Bar You to Death, that the Bar You to Death card that didn't happen because J Murda and Riggz was supposed to go down on Bar You to Death. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Coffee and Bonnie was supposed to go down on Bar You to Death. We talked about this. We blogged on this months ago. So Eazy, now I'm not mad at him for being a businessman. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like he booked them 2 battles himself because he thought that was like those battles was already booked and it just didn't happen. And he just scooped them up on his platform, which I'm not mad at because that's actually kind of smart. That's actually kind of smart. You know what I'm saying? He getting redemption. I tell you what, Eazy, I hope that you learn from your first mistakes when you decided to book these URL artists or associated or affiliated artists. You better have some kind of backup plans, bro. You better have some kind of backup plan because we've seen the cookie crumble before. That's a fact. We've seen it happen before. Question: who is your top 10 pins of all time or top 5 pins? Gosh, man. Lux, Quantum Physics. I like JC's pen, but I don't know if I could really put him top 5. B-Dot got great penmanship. He don't get a lot of the credit that he deserves. As far as you know, his contributions to the culture and things of that nature. You know, Daylight got a dope pen. You know what I'm saying? Iron Solomon, dope pen. It's a bevy of guys, but those are the ones I wouldn't say in no kind of order, but those are the ones that come to mind for me when I think of pen. You know what I'm saying? Ilmac, definitely fire. Yep. Ilmac, definitely for real. Ilmac, yep. 804 Rennie, what's good? Day one in the building. Eazy had a yeah. 801 Rennie definitely give him the talk that shit. Yeah. Eazy might battle on URL if we get back. I don't know, K-Town. Now, Eazy did say that he would battle on URL. They had to have a conversation as men to discuss certain things. He's always said that. He's always said that. But back to Rosenberg Raw and Tru Foe. Tru Foe had a fire battle versus A-Ward. That is on TOS Battle League right now. That battle, you can go 2-1 either way. They both was in there rebuttaling. Now, I know that A-Ward is a Christian, and you know he used to quote Bible verses and all that, but like Tru Foe definitely OD'd with the Bible verses, but then he rebutted it when A-Ward mentioned it, so it was kind of fire that he did it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but you know, but he still kind of OD'd with the Bible flips in verses for me. But 2-1 either way, that battle was fire. Foe was talking this shit. Like, I didn't think Tru Foe was gonna be able to stand toe-to-toe with A-Ward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he beat Geechee, and I think he beat Reed too. I know him and Reed had a battle. He beat X Factor, even though I wasn't really happy with X Factor's performance. So like Tru Foe got some notable wins. Now he did lose the She Happens. He did lose the She. Like him and Ace, I don't know what happened with that whole situation. I think that was like a chest bump situation that just kind of went bad. I don't know what happened with that. Pens, Beloved, Light, QP, Mook, B-Dot, JC, Iron, Rum, just to name a few. That's a fact. Foe 2-1 for this. That's a fact. Yo, his second, Tru Foe's second and third was fire. Danny, yo, battle of the night, 804 Rennie. I got. It's either gonna be Danny Myers and King, or Ace Amin and Jay Moore, and that depends on two things. One, Amin has to be clean, right? Because he's known for the stumbling and fumbling and rapping so fast that he stumbles and he has to repeat words and shit like that too. And the battle cannot get out of hand because there is a backstory to that. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but there is a video out where Jay Moore and Amin did not like each other. They was going at it. And then all of a sudden we see a video Amin with Jay Moore, and Amin got Jay Moore pretty much under the wing, and Jay Moore's apologizing for what he said. Now, I don't know how Amin is going to use that as an angle. I don't know if Jay Moore is going to be able to flip that and be able to have that work in his favor, but we all know that that's going to get brought up. We all know that's going to get brought up. So those are my two for possible battles of the night. Those are my two for Rylan. What's good? I appreciate you, gang. I hope everything's good, you and the family and all that. I appreciate you tuning in as always. What about a boy? He had a gun bar, so you can't say that about. What about A Ward? He had a gun bar. Glock 40 on your bitch ass. Yeah, bro, he apologized. He had him under the wing. It's a video and all that. He had him under the wing. He apologized. Like, I was shocked. I said, whoa, wait a minute. So you know that that's going to get brought up. It has to. It has to. What, like, this is a battle. Like, this is gritty. This is a dirty sport. Everything gets brought up. Huh? Geechee was just going to war about his paperwork. What? Huh? Him and Avery, cross your chin. Come on. What we doing? What we doing? Like, will Ace rap clean? That's the problem. I don't think that Ace will. I don't think that Ace will. But back to Rosenberg Raw and Tru Foe. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is an interesting matchup. They both talk that street shit, right? I get it. Now, Tru Foe has been active, and he's actually coming off a couple wins. Rosenberg, not so much. He's been doing his commentating thing, being on staff over at TBL, shout out Takeover Battle League. They got the Apollo event coming up next month. That's a 2-day event. 100 grand. Come on, chill out, bro. Froze 2-1. Come back to me. I don't. Come on, man. I want to see Speed Dollars go against Dre Majesty on the trenches. Speed Dollars. Oh my God, I ain't heard that name in a minute. I don't know about that. I think Dre Majesty's on to bigger and better things, respectfully. I don't think that's somebody in his radar. Is, you know what I'm saying? Dre Majesty's trajectory, like he's actually been putting in work. Y'all just ain't been really paying attention. You forget that Rosenberg Raw. Nah, I had Mike P winning that battle. Respectfully, I had Mike P winning that battle. And then we can't forget how Shayna Ashley beat shit down Rosenberg's leg. He got his ass kicked. Shayna Ashley whooped his ass, and then she went on maternity leave or whatever it was, and then she's coming back. So no, hell no. Yeah, and we cannot forget, that Rosenberg lost the Ave too. He lost the Ave too. Come on. No, hell no. Come back to us. We're not doing this. Now, I'm not saying that Rosenberg doesn't have the capability of winning the battle. I think there's just Tru Foes on a hot streak right now. Like, I'm going to roll with the guy that's been active, that's been putting in work. And like, believe it or not, like first of all, Tru Foe music is fire. And so make sure y'all support his music. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Kenny Lewis in the building. I see you, Brody. Mike P won and Av beat him. Shayna Ashley put Rosenberg into a streamer. K-Town, that is all facts. That is all facts. Somebody tell us if we lying. Rosenberg is a blogger. He been running 430. Now, I'm not going to say 430. He's definitely a blogger. Hey, shout out Chilla Jones. You know, champion. Champion. Shout out Chilla. Okay, froze down 0-3, and that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like not like once again, I'm not saying that froze can't win. You're gonna have to show me. I'm a model of consistency. Tru Foe has been consistent. He's been giving us good content. He has been winning battles. You know what I'm saying? Rosenberg, he's in the spaces. He's a space cadet. He's a blogger. Like, and then when it comes to the raps, the feel ain't the same. The feel ain't the same. This ain't the like it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Like he'll have a couple ahs and all that, but like, come on, man. Respectfully. I got Tru Foe 2-1. But don't be surprised if Rosenberg pulls a victory out because number one, they are in Philly. Number two, Philly is biased for Philly and they state. That is a fact. That is a fact. I don't care what you say. I watched Kaboom battle in Philly and he was Dirt Daniels and they gave him reaction. Wasn't saying nothing. Nothing. What he say? What'd you say? Come on, that bar he had against Mike P. See, but you're naming a bar. That the one bar doesn't win the battle though. The bar doesn't win the battle, bro. I'm respectfully like he body back. That's Craig Lamar. When the last time Craig Lamar was good, huh? And I'm not trying to disrespect Craig Lamar because I think actually Craig Lamar, his pen is okay. His pen is actually fire. It's just his delivery he needs work on. Respectfully, Craig Lamar is okay. You know what I'm saying? He's okay, but he ain't all that. Tru Foe 2-1. Tru Foe 2-1. That's a fact. He had a hot line, not a hot song. We need 9 minutes of work, not 15 seconds of one hot line. Respectfully. Coffee and Bonnie Godiva. Now, matter of fact, hold on. Let me get my alkaline water real quick. Let me get my alkaline water real quick. Coffee and Bonnie Godiva. I was kind of excited for this battle. I'm not gonna lie. I did see Bonnie step up and battle. She battled somebody over this weekend on the Hunger Games card and had like very short prep. You know what I'm saying? So she just was active. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bonnie. The last time I seen Coffee, unfortunately, she was looking good. You know, outfit. She was looking like Ronnie from Players Club and all that. But you know what I'm saying? The bars and the performance just wasn't there for me. Respectfully, it just wasn't there for me. You forgot Craig Lamar. I don't forget. It's just that we're talking about like one victory or one moment. There's a whole resume that he got that you know, we can go down the list and just be like, nah, like, okay, he was good there, but he was terrible these last Battle of the Night 2-1. You said this is gonna be Battle of the Night, K-Town? Ah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I'll do agree with you with the 2-1 either way. I do agree with you with the 2-1. I got debatable either way. Edge froze in Philly though. I respect that. It's in Philly. Coffee, women is 30. Wow. Wow. It's gonna be a toss-up because Bonnie known for the pain, coffee just known for punches. Now, I will say this. The best Bonnie that I saw is when she turned up and beat A Ward. See, people be forgetting that battle. She turned up and beat A Ward. She had bars, she had aggression, her delivery was on point. Like, my issue with Bonnie was her delivery, because she don't really have like that great vocal projection to where she's like loud and shit off the rip or whatever. Like her and 40 bars are kind of somewhere in the same tier when it comes to that to me. Just a little bit. But like, she turned up versus A Ward. If we got that type of Bonnie versus Coffee, like Coffee's gonna get her ass whooped. Coffee's gonna get her ass whooped. Now, I don't want this to be a freak off battle where they up there talking about each other's OnlyFans and they content and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want this to be no freak off type of battle and stuff like that. I want to hear bars. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about no ahs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna happen, but let's keep it rap. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it to the essence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to hear all no X-rated shit in y'all lyrics like that. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I think that's an easy cop out. You know what I'm saying? Now my initial pick, Gotti versus Steams, Marv versus Sirius. Are these battles that you want to see, AJ? Sad to say, it's all who shows up for that battle. Are we getting freaks or pins and punches? That's a fact, 100 grand. That's a fact. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. But I do know that they both will be having on some nice outfits, though. I know they both gonna be having on some nice outfits, though. I know that much, goddammit. Now, if the bars is there or not, that's something totally different. But I know the outfits is gonna be in the building. That's a fact. Oh, you said nope, April 17th and 18th? What card is that? Is that a new card that dropped? Bonnie Penn, wait, that's a fact. Bonnie Penn is way better than Coffee's. Now, I do remember at some point in time that Bonnie was accused of having a ghostwriter. But so was Miss Hustle and a lot of other females, Shuni, Farrah, all of them. You know what I'm saying? They all allegedly had ghostwriters at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe, I honestly believe and will agree with 100 grand that I do believe that Bonnie's pen is better than Coffee's, but Coffee just has a better presence, like a stage or just like a better overall presence up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can actually get the crowd's attention and kind of hold it, whether it's the bars or the body, however you want to call that, but she can do that. Okay, Jersey versus Real. Okay. I got Bonnie 2-1 over Coffee. Respectfully, Coffee, you got to show me something, because I was not impressed in your battle versus Swamp. Respectfully, I wasn't. You gotta show me. And Bonnie, the fact that you took this battle on short notice, on the Hunger Games card, and then you got this battle coming up, that lets me know that you're hungry. And I'm pretty sure. See, the thing about this though, what makes this kind of easy is that they probably still got their same rounds from when they were supposed to have battle on Bar You to Death. Now, you know, obviously when you kind of add more to the arsenal, you clip up, you know what I'm saying? But no matter, I don't think what Coffee brings to the table is going to be enough to like outbar Bonnie, respectfully. We got Amin versus Jay Moore. Get your popcorn ready. Get your drinks. Get your party favors and all that, because that's going to be one of them ones. Once again, if Jay Moore, if Amin is clean and they're able to get through the battle without any ahs, this battle has potential to be battle of the night. One of them. The backstory to this is crazy. Now, I don't know what happened that caused the initial beef. Like, I'm pretty sure if I look it up, I could, like, because it happened long ago. But the fact that Jay Moore was on video with Amin under the wing and he apologized, that's not a good look. And now that y'all battling, is definitely not a good look. Amin 6-0. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Amin. Man. Now I'm gonna keep it real. I've seen a fire Amin, and I've seen a fire Jay Moore. I've seen a terrible Amin, and I've seen terrible Jay Moore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, good Amin, terrible Amin, good Jay Moore, terrible Jay Moore. Jay Moore gets away with a lot of indirect raps, respectfully. He gets away with a lot of indirect raps, just like Riggz with the drug bars and all that shit. See, that shit can go to anybody. That shit can go to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a problem that I've always said when it came to Jay Moore, that he be having indirect raps. Dead ass. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? And then Amin is not clean. Amin is not clean in his raps. Respectfully, he's not clean. Like he could see, and it's like he has fire bars. Amin actually has a good pen. That he can't be classified as one of the top pens, but he has a good pen. He actually has good content. You know, he writes for his opponent. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. But the fact that he can never give us a clean battle where he's not stumbling and fumbling. You see, I'm one of those people, man. I'm from the old school. That shit matters to me. I'm not like these new supporters where if they can choke and still win a round and all that other shit, man. I'm not with that. If you choke in a round, you lose that round, especially if your opponent was clean and they get through their round. I don't judge battles off crowd reaction and shit like that. I'm a fan of the sport. Like, I support certain battlers. I'm a fan of the sport, not of certain battlers where I'm a groupie or none of that other shit like some of these new people is. No, we're not doing that. They don't cater to their opponent. That's a fact. No, I'm not saying, I wasn't talking about you. I'm just talking about Amin in general, bro. What top tier has Ace beat? A lot of people got Amin beating Rum Nitty because they said Rum Nitty wasn't talking to Ace. He had indirect bars. Respectfully. And I'm not saying that's me. I'm telling you what the culture said, not me. Ace can really rap. He just can't. That's a fact. Nah, I think Jay Moore be doing that as like more of a comedic perspective. Your mama suck walrus. You know what I'm saying? He be doing that because he explained that because he said he like animals. You know what I'm saying? And he tries to, you know what I'm saying, start off the battle kind of like funny before he starts going in with the bars and all that other stuff. But for me, like, Jay Moore got to be more direct, respectfully. Like you went to TOS, battled Shiesty Foe, and got your ass kicked. Now I know them real YN bars, they definitely hit, you know what I'm saying, in any hood in the country, right? But you gotta start writing for your opponents, bro. Like when you was battling on the trenches, like I was saying it then. I said that Jay Moore he lost versus Tex. And then we seen what happened versus King. Now he kind of, I believe he wrote for King and he rebutted and all that. You know what I'm saying? But like some of them battles off of the trenches or Chrome 23, whatever that umbrella is, Jay Moore has not really lived up to those standards. For real. But with the fact that he's clean for the most part, that he can rebuttal and freestyle, he is active. Ace, I mean, ain't really been active like that. But the fact that he apologized, man, that is the whole thing. You see, unless he can take that angle and flip it to where it can work in his favor, I don't know. I got Ace, I mean 2-1. I got Ace, I mean 2-1. Respectfully, you apologize, bro. It's on camera. You can't beat that. I don't know what you're gonna say, but you apologized on camera, bro. He's under the wing like fried rice, huh? He was out there looking like a St. Louis special. Respectfully, I got Ace, I mean 2-1. Danny Myers versus King. This is my other possible battle of the night. K-Town, I'm telling you. And because the thing about it is it involved Ace Amin. You apologize to Ace Amin, bro. He's a better writer than you. He's gonna take that angle and use that, and he's gonna walk you, bro. If he's smart, he's gonna walk you down with that shit. He's gonna walk you down. Danny Myers versus King. I'm already seeing K-Town got King 3-0. This is actually a dope battle because this is somewhat of a mirror match because they both punch and they both scheme. They both rebuttal, they both can freestyle. The only difference is that King is younger and Danny's older. That's a fact. But another difference is that Danny battles every month or every couple weeks and King doesn't. That's why King stays fresh with dope material sometimes. Like I like Danny with the parallel universes and all that, you know what I'm saying? And that's fire and all that. And your rebuttals, like the E Heart shit, bro, that's disgusting, bro. Once again, an angle out there that's gonna stick with you. That E Heart shit, and then the way you try to address it, nasty work. Nasty work. And King is a writer. King is a writer. Like, this battle could go 2-1 either way, respectfully. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Like, Danny is high energy, right? We all can agree to that. When Danny starts punching and shit like that, he gets the high energy. Stop. Hammer time. Ah! Start doing push-ups and don't look so startled. Like, your Danny's high energy. Ah! That's what he does. He might throw his hat like Rex and all that. That's what he does. But King is high energy too. Go watch all the Kings battle. And if you're not familiar, go watch King versus Cortez. That shit is on YouTube. Dope battle from Cortez. Dope battle from Cortez. But King was fire. He was in there rebuttaling and all that. Dead ass. What'd you say, Zachary? Oh, man, I don't know what that. Facts, K-Town, you already know. I'm too cold. That's a fact. That I'm too cold. That's a fact. It's like in this battle, it's like, okay, do you go with the more seasoned veteran that's seen it all, been through it all, no diddler, that has battled the upper echelons to the lowest of lower tier? Or do you go with the hungry guy that's still trying to battle his way up and make a name for himself, that has dope creativity, you know what I'm saying, high energy, freestyles, rebuttals, you know what I'm saying, aggression? Like I said, he has a lot of the same attributes that Danny has. That's why this is a good mirror match. This is one of them ones. See, if Danny gets in his bag, he can actually show King some shit and show this shit how it's really done. But the thing about it though is like Danny battles so much, like I'm kind of shaky about his material. Dead ass. Like King, see King. Here's the thing. Danny really don't have a lot to say to King other than he's new. He hasn't, you know, he don't have the resume that Danny had. You know, he doesn't have the big boy talk. You know what I'm saying? But King actually could say a lot to Danny. He could bring up the Rex situation with the 12K. He could bring up Vicky and his wife and that whole thing like everybody do. He could talk about Danny's career. He could talk about how he's never going to battle Lux. He could talk about how he's been losing. He could talk about Danny's kid. I mean, he could talk about a lot to Danny. Now, granted, a lot of this shit is we already heard, but I mean, we've all heard the same angles before from different people. So, I mean, and we still, if it's good material, we still like it. So, if Danny took the Hitman Holler route, promo and battle top tier killers and less frequency, would he be a bigger superstar? That's a great question. Let me ask you this, and this is gonna answer your question. Are y'all hopping on the plane to go see Danny Myers? So wherever y'all from, Danny Myers is battling in Houston. He's battling John the Don in Houston. Or he's battling, I'm trying to think of, damn, see, because this is what happened. He's battled them to everybody. Like, okay, like we'll just stick with John the Don. Danny's battling, no, forget that. Like Danny's battling, okay, John the Don or Iron Solomon or something like. He's battling one of them in Houston, right? Are y'all hopping on the plane to go see that? Y'all driving to go see that? I'm not. I'm gonna keep it $1 with you. I'm not even looking for Danny Myers battles like that, really. Like, as in, like, oh, I can't wait to see that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, has a Danny battle drop yet? No, I don't. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one. Nah, hell no. If you ain't willing to go on a flight, or if you ain't willing to drive, catch a bus or whatever to go see that man to perform against whoever they battling on this mega card or on a decent card or whatever, then he's not gonna be a superstar, bro. The thing about Danny is, bro, he's been battling for so long, bro. But Danny's been battling since the 1990s, bro. He got a lot of undocumented battles out here that people just don't know about. That's how long he been in the streets, running around battling, bro. Dead ass. I'm a ride with the young bull. No diddler. I got King in this battle. I felt like King beat Cortez. I did say King beat Cortez. So he's beat somebody. He's beat a vet. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully maybe that trajectory continues to go upward, you know what I'm saying, with the win over Danny Myers, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny won. Once again, this can go 2-1 either way. This will not be a 30. Only way it's going to be a 30 if one of them gives up, and it won't be King. It won't be King. That's a fact. That's a fact too, AJ. All these planes, bros. I don't know about all that. I don't know. J Murda versus Riggz. J Murda versus Riggz. Now, backstory. No diddler. For all y'all that don't know, that battle got booked off of our platform. We interviewed J Murda first, and we asked him would he want to battle Riggz. He said yes. We interviewed Riggz. We asked him, did he want to battle J Murda? He said yes. And then all of a sudden, we see the battle booked on Bar You to Death. Huh? So Squadkast TV definitely got that battle booked from that interview. That's a fact. Is King the face of the Midwest? No, he's not the face of the Midwest. He's one of the new faces of the Midwest, but he's not the face of the Midwest. And I did see somebody in the chat say you want to see Unison King this year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Danny has a chance to be on that level had he chilled after the Rock battle and waited for Surf and Beloved, but battled 100 times after that, shaking my head. That's a fact, cuz. That's a fact. Like at that rock battle put Danny in the light and in line to battle Surf. Surf actually called him out. He called him out from the can. Huh? Free the wave. That's a fact. He beat Rock that bad in front of Surf, showed out that much in front of Surf to where Surf's like, oh yeah, I want to battle him. That's a fact. That's a fact. But because, Danny loves battling, he'll battle Tay-Rock, and then 2 weeks later, he'll go battle Mr. Man or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how he's wired for some reason. But Riggz and J Murda, who y'all got? Riggz and J Murda, who y'all got? This is a fire battle. Two vets going up against each other. That's fire. That's fire. Like, I really can't call this one. International Fresh in the building. What's good, gang? Salute to you, gang. Day one in the building. You got J Murda 2-1. Carolina got Riggz 2-1. See, I'm not mad at either one of y'all. 100 grand got Murda 2-1. So we got two for J Murda, 1 for Riggz. See, I'm not mad at either. Like, this is like a very debatable battle, and it's definitely going to be based on preference, right? They both talk that shit. I feel like Riggz' pen is a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But like J Murda, like his vocal projection and how he kind of walks around the stage in that room is just a little different. Now his bars really ain't on Riggz' level. See, because Riggz is a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Riggz, this is a tough one to call, man. Like, especially for me, because I like bars, you know what I'm saying? And they both have fire bars, and I've seen them both rebuttal. I've seen them both give good performances and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both have a lot of the same qualities. I just think that Riggz' pen is a little bit better. I think it's just a little bit better. Riggz versus J Murda definitely very difficult to predict. That's a fact. You think Riggz? Big K versus J Murda in April? Okay. Okay. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see. And see, if you go to our page, I got the Riggz live on there. When he went live, he was talking about how he's not messing around, bro. Like he's tired of people not speaking on his name in a positive light, as if he's not one of the ones, and that he's not deserving of like to be mentioned with the upper echelons, like when it comes to battle rap and his pen and shit like that. So it's like he's out for blood at this point, respectfully. Like he's really out for blood. Like he's trying to prove a point. But Jay Murda ain't the type of person that you just walk down. Now I do know that Gwitty said that he 30 Jay Murda, and I watched that battle. I don't think it was a 30. It actually was closer than what people think, respectfully. Chris, what's good, gang? Oh, okay. Bet. I'm gonna roll with Riggz on this one. I'm gonna roll with Riggz on this one. Dre Majesty versus Presidential Dubs. Now I know some of them everybody in the chat, some people in the chat earlier were saying Dre Majesty 2-1, Dre Majesty 3-0. I would say Dre Majesty 2-1. And only you see Presidential Dubs lost in Philly already. Lost to Muwap in the tournament early. You know what I'm saying? And it was a judge battle. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like I rock with Presidential Dubs because he is fire, especially when he's on We Go Hard. You know what I'm saying? But to me, like all that yelling shit takes away from your performance. But I know that's you. That's your energy. That comes with the Presidential Dubs package, no diddler. You know what I'm saying? As far as when you book him and he's going up there to perform and all that. But I think that you need to get out of that We Go Hard formula a little bit and try something different, because that We Go Hard shit don't translate everywhere. And we clearly saw that when you lost to Muwap in Philly, when you battle on the trenches. And you haven't been back on the trenches since then, respectfully. Now you've been battling on We Go Hard in a couple other places. Like you good promo. You definitely good promo. You know what I'm saying? You definitely go promo. You're gonna get on IG. You're gonna get in the spaces and talk crazy like you did. Go check the spaces that we got. We got to pray for my enemy spaces on the channel right now. He was up there talking crazy to Dre Majesty. You know what I'm saying? And he was actually trying to big boy Dre Majesty. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, once again, talk accomplishments and shit like that. But obviously when you've been in the game for so long, and you're going up against somebody who really hasn't had the longevity that you have, of course you're going to have more accomplishments than him. Not to mention you're on the platform that was once regarded as the G League for URL. All the We Go Hard battlers that they had at one point was coming from We Go Hard to going on URL. Jerry West, Chess, Steams. What are we talking about? Gwitty at one point. Scotty Goods was on there on URL for a little minute. Brooklyn Carter. Like all these guys was on We Go Hard and they got their URL opportunity. Like I could name more. Fettuccine 20. What are we talking about? Mac Mel. What are we talking about? Chris with the bars once again. Shout out Chris. We go hard, but no diddler. No diddler. And President and Dre Majesty, he's gotten better after every battle I've seen him. From the first one when he battled Jay Moore, and he actually felt like he won versus Jay Moore. I had Jay Moore winning that battle, and it wasn't like it was like super clear, but I did have Jay Moore winning that battle. But I felt like Dre Majesty just needed to do a little bit more, and he probably would have, you know what I'm saying, had that thing signed, sealed, delivered. But it just didn't work out in his favor. But since then, though, see, this is what you do when you're trying to level up in battle rap. You take from what people say and you try to improve. You know what I'm saying? You listen and absorb constructive criticism. You go back to the lab and you put the shots up in the gym, huh? You put the shots up in the gym. And that's what Dre Majesty's been doing. And you know, I think that once again, this is going to be another high energy battle. I think this is going to be a bar fest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that Presidential Dubs really comes to play, no diddler, because I know Dre Majesty is not going to mess around and take him lightly. Dre Majesty has got something to prove. And I'm not saying that Presidential Dubs doesn't have anything to prove neither. They both got something to prove. But the difference is that Dre Majesty is on his way. He's working his way up. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Presidential Dubs, he's been in battle rap purgatory for I don't know how many years now. And what I mean by that is he's stuck. Is he good enough to be on URL? That's not up to me. But if he was, he would be on there, right? But we don't see him on URL. We don't see him on the NBA of battle rap leagues. We don't see him on the Riot. We don't see him on Bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he might have been on Black Ice Cartel. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta look that up. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see, like, outside of the New York leagues, we don't see Presidential Dubs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Now, but I know I see he be traveling everywhere and all this other shit and whatever the case may be. But I'm talking straight battle rap. Battle rap needs K Shine right up. Okay, AJ. Battle rap don't need K Shine, bro. Trust me. K Shine, we don't care about. I don't care. Whatever. Whatever. I got Dre Majesty. I got Dre Majesty 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I think that Dre Majesty is going to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, I hope that rather Presidential Dubs learned from his last encounter in Philly when he battled Muwap, and he learns how to adjust and change his style a little bit to where he can his bars can be more effective, his content can be received a little bit better than when it was when he battled there the last time. With Dre Majesty, you know, being a trenches battler, battling in Philly and all that, or whatever the case may be, like, you know, this would be considered a home game for him, respectfully. And I think that he's going to do well. I think that he's going to do well. But yeah, that's it. I got Eazy, Tru Foe, Bonnie, Ace, King, Riggz, and Dre Majesty. Those are all my winners. Those are all my winners. All right. Trenches presents Pray for My Enemies, May 4th. All right. May 4th. Going down in Philly. All right. In Philly. All right. So make sure y'all support, you know what I'm saying? And y'all make sure y'all, when we find out about the pay-per-view and and all that, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all cop the streams and all that. You know what I'm saying? Support the culture. We definitely trying to support the culture and keep this joint going. All right. So real quick, just want to highlight the Apollo card that we got. Shout out to Takeover Battle League. Houston, we have a problem, okay? April 12th, April 13th, you know what I'm saying? It's a 2-day event. Day one, we got Hollow the Dinin versus Jazz the Rapper. New Jersey Twerk versus A Ward. Marv 1 versus Arsenal. Geechee Gotti versus 40 Bars. Charlie Clips with another robbery versus Mike P. Miss Hustle versus Real Deal. Chef Trez versus Lou Castro. Pass versus Eunice. Loso versus J2 Mr. Gun Tag. Casey J versus J Love. And Capro Bravado versus Snake Eyes. Now, I don't know if these is all 3-round battles. That's a lot of battles for day one. Like, this event would have to start, like, on time. Like, this event would have to start on time. Apollo, we have a problem. You got all these battles, and if you don't start on time and they all 3-round Johns, bro, I'm not going to be up till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning trying to watch battles and then expect me and Springz to give a recap. We're not doing that. Nuh-uh. No, sir. No, sir. It's a lot of battles on that card. Day two. Daylight versus Rum Nitty. Ilmac versus Real Sick. Shout out Real Sick. He just got married. I seen him post the other day. You know, this is Ramadan and all that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all our Muslim brothers. You know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum to all our Muslim brothers during their time, you know what I'm saying, of Ramadan, you know what I'm saying, and all that. He got married. He's married now. He was in his traditional garments, and she was in her traditional garments and all that. It looked beautiful. I'll say that. So shout out to Real Deal on his marriage and his wife. Congratulations. I mean, Real Sick, not Real Deal. Real Sick, not Real Deal. So yeah, Ilmac and Real Sick. Chilla Jones versus A Verb. That's gonna be interesting. Jay the Nightwing versus Ill Will. Jay the Nightwing versus Ill Will. Not really sure how I feel about that one. No diddler. Official versus Sharae. Official's gonna get her ass kicked. JC versus Mad Flex. I'm not mad at that one. Danny Myers versus Quest McCody. Quest is outside. I respect it. Emerson Kennedy versus Excel. I'm not mad at that. Clone versus Eliza Straight. Talk about a fucking letdown. And Hansel versus Ace Amin. Yeah. AJ, I can't even post that, bro. I can't even post that, bro. I can't even post that, man. But that's nasty work. That's nasty work, AJ. I ain't gonna lie to you. But shout out to Apollo, the Apollo card, Takeover Battle League, 2-day event, April 12th, April 13th. All right, April 12th, April 13th. Hosted by Frozen Bros. As far as the pay-per-view, they're gonna be doing the commentary and all that. This is going down at the Community Cultivation Network, 5510 Lawndale in Houston, Texas. All right. The doors open at 1 p.m. First battle starts at 2 p.m. All right. Tickets available at TBL, ticketspace.com, live pay-per-view at Rap Grid. You can go to Rap Grid and get that joint. So shout out to Chilla Jones and the TBL staff over there for giving us this dope event, Apollo. I'm pretty sure that Organic and KOTD definitely had a part in that. And I'm pretty sure that URL, to a little degree, definitely had a part in some of these battles too. So, you know, shout out to them guys. It looks like we got a nice little collaboration of different leagues and different individuals working together on this card to make this thing work. Because when you got Daylight versus Rum Nitty, that's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? Rum Nitty, you been getting your ass whooped, but you know this is gonna be fire. So make sure y'all support that. You know what I'm saying? And we go keep the culture going. All right. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Pray for my enemies. Use the block captain in the trenches. That's gonna go down. Then we got the Apollo joint, and then there's actually like some other cards too. Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna show some light to these other cards. So we had 2 cards that went down on this past weekend. You had the Hunger Games, Bad News versus Riggz, None versus EXO, which I believe None battled Bonnie Godiva because she replaced EXO. Danny Myers versus Anderson Burris, Swamp versus Jay Moore, Tink the Demon versus Payne, Authentic versus Kid Depp, First Lady Flames versus Mosca Flux, and Marvelous versus, I want to say that's Coke. Yeah, that's what that was. And then you had Worth the Wait that went down. And this I don't know where this battle was at, but the platform presents Worth the Wait. You had T-Rex versus J That Guy, A War versus the guy Yogi, Solo versus Gwitty. Shout out Gwitty. I hope Gwitty is doing well. He was in a car accident. And I seen him when he was in the ambulance and all that. And you know, I hope that he's doing well. I don't know if he actually battled or not, but you know, we'll see if the footage ever come out for real. Cali Smooth versus Chef Trez, and I can't even pronounce this brother's name, but they battle Yo Bull Peanut. So it looks like you got a lot of bags and bodies guys on this card with J That Guy, Yogi, Gwitty, Cali Smooth, Yo Bull Peanut versus you know, some decent names. All right, so March 29th, shout out to Gates of the Garden. We got Fumigate 6, Dre Dennis versus Miss Ill, O-Red versus Note, Elijah Straight versus C Steel, Ton versus Chuck Book, my bad. CeeLo versus B Stackio. Oh my God. And then you got a onslaught of an undercard with a whole bunch of names that I really don't know. And they're probably a lot of new guys and up and comers, no diddler, who's trying to make a name for themselves. So shout out to Gates of the Garden. Then you got I Battle Fallen Soldiers 4. Orlando Anderson. Do I like Italy? I love Italy. That's a fact. I love Italy. I don't even like Tesla trucks, bro. Febo versus Capo Bravado. Prez Mafia versus Chink. Exotica versus Glowman. Sweeney versus Uncle Nini. Oh my God. Cash Kid versus Unlimited Bars. Zeta Dropout versus Ratchet Rico. Sick Pick versus DJ. Kamikaze versus Emery Forbes. Like I don't have the iBattle app or nothing like that. Like but that's the iBattle card. Then you got OSBL. Shout out to Kels. Emergency card. Chef Trez versus Prep. Clean Paper versus Banks the God. Swerver versus Sniper. Wordplay the Menace versus ERZ. And basically this card is full of just look like OSBL battle rappers. But this going down March 29th as well. You can get tickets at the door. I'm not sure if it says anything about a pay-per-view though. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. And then you got He's on TV. This card is going down March 29th on Westworld Battle League. Real Name Brandon versus Bill Collector. Forward Dev versus T-Top. Cali Smooth versus Jerry West. Danny Myers versus Fate. Hansel versus Real Deal. Active versus Dice. Young Grizz versus Queese. Yak the Ripper versus KO. QP versus Madman Leak. Ron Compton versus Ratchet, and Jazi Ali versus EMAC. I might have pronounced some of these names wrong, but this is going down March 29th in Los Angeles, California. $30 entry at the door. $30 entry at the door. That's a fact. So we got a lot of battles coming up this weekend, y'all. As far as like the 29th, we missed some that was on the 22nd, but we definitely got 4 events that's going down on the 29th. So however y'all choose to support the culture, that's definitely on y'all. All right. So with that being said, I salute to everybody that was in the chat with me today on Facebook and on YouTube. Salute to everybody that subscribed to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, share the content and all that. I support and grateful for all the day ones. You know what I'm saying? Support those who support you. All right. You know, that's my shit from day one. And I'm going to keep saying it. Support those who support you. All right. Shout out to Shug the Sweetest. You know what I'm saying? With the No Feels merch. You know what I'm saying? She got us with the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Got my name on the hood. You know what I'm saying? Big Squadkast TV on the pouch. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get the merch if you want that. You know what I'm saying? Springz got a whole sweatsuit. You know what I'm saying? He's out in New York rocking a whole sweatsuit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely repping the brand. You know what I'm saying? So Shug the Sweetest on TikTok and Instagram. I'll put information in the description box. Make sure y'all cop the merch. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Ray, you said Eazy 2-1 clear. I wouldn't say clear, but I definitely got Eazy winning. I think Swamp got a lot to prove. Eazy got a lot to prove. But I think that Swamp really is just average at best as of late. Been giving us shitty performances. But I don't never want to say that anyone's a walk in the park neither. Respectfully. But yeah, thanks for tuning in though. So I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend before the work week tomorrow. Some people might have started working today. You know what I'm saying? I salute to everybody that's been tuning in. With that being said, I'm about to get up out of here.